Hey there, how's it going? My name is Nick. This is my first video. Figured I'd dive into getting some of my stuff on YouTube. Maybe try to reach out to other collectors in the Salt Lake City area. My first video is obviously going to be dedicated to my personal KARL Malone collection. I started collecting at a very young age, but only recently in the last 2 years have taken collecting cards seriously. So here's what I've kind of acquired in the last couple years. I'm going to start out with jersey cards. Go with jersey cards, ball cards, floor cards, get to my patches, my patch autos, my autos of KARL Malone. This just obviously first video, and go from there and see how things go. So anyway, first card, this one's from Fleer. Milestone Materials. I'm really gonna have to get used to this camera. Panini Materials. Those Auburn jerseys, the Auburn pieces on those jerseys were really neat looking. Legend jersey. And these are all just basic jersey cards that I've grabbed over the last couple years. Backstory: KARL Malone, one of my all-time favorite players. Between him and Jordan, I lived between here and Chicago during those championship years where the Utah Jazz and Chicago Bulls fought it out. I was able to be both here and living in Chicago. Was pretty cool. Can't really see that on the color, and but KARL Malone kind of goes way back with me. My grandpa, game worn warm up right here. My grandpa had MS, and back in the day, the Utah Jazz in the late 80s, early 90s used to hold conventions, or they'd have certain people, or anyone with MS was able to go, and they'd hold a dinner every year. And my grandpa was able to go a couple years in a row, and they used to hold it up at Lakai up in Salt Lake City. And I have a couple of menus that are autographed by KARL Malone, Thurl Bailey, and so on and so forth. In my name even, which is pretty cool. I remember my grandpa was diagnosed when he was 21, and they told him he wouldn't live to be, I think they gave him 10 years or something like that, and lo and behold, he lived a very long life and passed away just a few years ago. But I just remember all the stories of him telling me he was able to meet KARL MALONE and John Stockton and all those guys, and I just thought it was really cool. The jazz organization was able to do that for, you know, people like that, and obviously it made it, you know, and it was amazing for him. And I guess the only downside is he never got to see the Jazz win a NBA title. And we got close a couple times, obviously, you know, the 95, 96 era, or years against the Bulls, but, you know, Jordan's kind of hard to beat. I apologize if things are moving. My little Chihuahua is really interested on what I'm doing here. So those are all the jerseys. I've got a couple more. This. Try to fix the camera. I really apologize. This is a horrible first get up. Shooting this off of an iPad, but the iPad I'm shooting it from, I went and got a iPad, you know, like kind of holder type thing, and it just really doesn't want to cooperate, and it doesn't work for what I want it to do. Anyway, trip jersey, KARL Stockton Hornacek. And we're going to go from there to our ball cards. Soul the Game. KARL MALONE, obviously. And we're going to go to from Flair. This is a throwback. Here we go. Dual floor and ball. And full throwback here. We got some Ovation here. Some Ovation. And Ball of Fame here. And then Piece of History. And from there we're going to go to our my floor cards here. Again, the Chihuahua is just driving me nuts here. Alright, so here's number one on the floors. Number two, the floors. I'm going to try to get through these quick, and I got a lot of cards to kind of go through. Three. Nice blue floor there for KARL. Nice one. Nice little eBay auction hit that I got from SB Authentic. This one, Hardcore Floors. Game Floors here. Got a game floor here as well. This one's purple. And collect a lot of different variations, or at least I try to. This is a floor jersey from Upper Deck. And this one, floor film cell from Upper Deck as well. This one also upper deck, just the floor from UD. There we go. And we got another floor here. Alright, so that's it for the basic caramelize the jersey floors and all that kind of stuff. Maybe I got a couple more that I want to give you show you. Got a Ovation shoe. And then another shoe here. Again, I think this is also Ovation. It's a history there, shoe card. Yeah, this is my first video, and I really apologize. I really do. Any tips, anything like that, I'd really be grateful. My last card for this video, this is also a shoe card from Sneaker Swatches. I'm struggling here doing this video with my iPad. That one's obviously Panini National Treasures right there. Sneaker Swatches. Got a couple of autos through that. I'm gonna actually just end this video now, and I think I'll do my patches and my auto patches and my autos on another video. And just wrap this up at 13 minutes. I really do apologize. Again, this is my very first video. Any helps, tips, I'm definitely welcome to. Otherwise, enjoy. If you're a Jazz fan, go Jazz. Otherwise, if you're just a collector, that's amazing. Again, any helps, tips, I'm up for. Thank you. This is Nick, my first video. Go Jazz, and take care, everyone. Be safe.